5:15, Wednesday. That means it's lower body day today. I got 2 circuits on the board today. Each circuit has 4 moves. We have 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, 4 rounds through. All right. We'll go ahead and get started first today with our warm up. But just so you know, you need a mat, something heavy enough to sumo squat and Romanian deadlift. And circuit 2 will be a weighted sit up, but we'll get to that. But first, we're going to start with that warm up. Let's go and start with some jumping jacks. Here we go. Jack it in. Whew. I feel like my screen is freezing. Hey, hey, we're jacking. Let's see how this goes. I had the week off, so back at it. 10 more seconds here. Good. Bring it down, hands up, march it high, march it fast, bringing those knees up to the chest. Ooh, got a full house today. I love it. "15 seconds. Most cardio I got last week while we were on vacation was dancing in the college club. I tore it up. Them college kids didn't know how to handle it. I was dancing so crazy. Whew. Good. Side to side, kicking that butt. You also have the option to pick that intensity up for butt kickers if you'd like. Just make sure that the heel is contacting the bum. All right. Your goal is to try to keep those knees pointing at the ground. Stretch the quads, warm the hammies. That's what we're going for. Five seconds here. Good. Bring it center. We have squats. Beautiful. Ten seconds. Good. Bring it up. Let's hug it out. Whew. Want to warm the shoulders up just a little bit. They'll be holding on to some heavy dumbbells today. Nothing high. They'll be holding us in plank as well today. We have sumo squats, Romanian deadlifts, planks, river dance or toe taps, whichever you like to call it. We got a reverse lunge with knee driver on the right with a 3-0-1 tempo. On the left, a weighted sit up and a bridge march. And let's take it alternating side lunge, side to side. Take that butt back. I'm rocking 35-pound dumbbells for that Romanian deadlift. And I'm going to hold a 40-pound kettlebell for my sumo squat, but I'm going to demo with a dumbbell for those of you that have to use dumbbells for those sumos. I'm just going to use the kettlebell because I have it and I don't have to change the weight in between. If you have one, by all means, grab it. Bring it up in center. Nice and big. Whew. It was cold in here a second ago. Now it's warming up real fast. Excellent. Reverse that direction. We're swimming backwards now. Big windmills. That was one of the coolest things we saw out west, were windmill farm. So neat. Those things are massive. And alternating toe touch. Here we go. Hinging at the hips. Push the butt back. Soft bend in the knees if you need it. Want to make sure that back stays straight. We'll warm up the glutes, the low back, back of the legs. Good. 7 more seconds here. Good. Let's twist it out. Last 30 seconds. Nice. Keep those hands up. You want those hands. You want to leave them down here. It's not going to do much for us. Whew. Turn that ringer off here in a second. Good. 5 seconds. and shake it out. Excellent job. I just realized I don't have a sweat towel, so I'm gonna be sweaty all over the place. All right, so like I said, circuit one, dumbbell sumo squat. So like I said, I'll personally use a kettlebell. You can hold your dumbbell several different ways, okay? Let me show you. We can hold it at the ends. We can hold it in the middle, and we can also hold it by the head of the weight, okay? So that's just gonna depend how long your dumbbell is. I have these both like flex techs, and they're pretty long, so I like to hold them in the middle. Sumo squats. Feet are relatively wide. Let's talk about this. If your arms are out, your feet should be about under the elbows, all right? So you want about that width. You bring the knees in, toes out slightly, grab that weight, shoulders back and down, keeping that chest up. You're going to rotate the knees out, so the dumbbell comes straight down between the feet. Drive through those feet to stand up, almost as if open up that wonderful zipper from the side. As you can see, body's nice and straight, knees come out, dumbbells going straight down, driving through those feet, standing up, zippering it up. All right. Like I said, I'll be using a kettlebell, so if it looks different, setup's the same. You'll see me doing everything else the same. I'm just gonna be taking it down with this kettlebell. So just so you're aware. Move to Romanian deadlift. That's gonna be our hinge position. So with the feet hip width apart, hands on the knees, back nice and straight. This is your hinge. There's no need to go this far unless you feel like you can do it with good form, back nice and straight, all right? So what you're gonna do, hold a dumbbell in each hand, sending the hips back. To the leg. They're gonna come to the knees or just below. Then you're going to pause, push through the feet to stand up. Ensure that hip stays in, right? So make sure when you come up, hip in. What we do to lean, I just want you to come up and engage the hips, squeeze the glutes. So with a set of dumbbells, this is what we're working with. Shoulders back and down the whole time. That's gonna engage those lats, bring it down, pause, push through those feet, stand back up. Need to lower these weights just a little. All right, move number 3, plank position. We're gonna do this in low plank today. If low plank for some reason is not vibing with you, you can do high plank, but we're gonna go in low plank. So what that looks like, elbows under the shoulders, hands go flat or they clasp. I like to clasp mine. I find that to be the most comfortable. Then from here, straighten in those legs so the body is nice and straight. What you want to think about in this plank is you are actively pulling your elbows towards your hips and you're actively pulling your hips towards your elbows. So you can't see anything happen. But my whole core is engaged right now as I'm pulling elbows to hips. Instant shaking, all right? If you need to modify this move for any reason, you're just gonna go ahead, get into that high plank, drop the knees, hold it right here. Same thing, you're still pulling the elbows back and the hips forward. Move number 4 is our river dance or toe taps, soccer kicks. Everyone has something different. Basically what you're gonna do is take that dumbbell and you're gonna set it up. You're gonna tap the top of your foot on that weight. You're gonna alternate sides, all right? What's important is that you're lifting that foot all the way up to tap on top of whatever's in front of you, all right? We're not just kicking it. I want you to pick the leg up and actually tap it. We have about 30 seconds and we're gonna start with that sumo squat. What I'm going to do is light to knees. Since I took a week off, they feel extremely heavy. And so I don't want to stress myself, so I'm gonna rock 30-pound dumbbells. 10 seconds, grab whatever you're using for that sumo squat. Feet wide, like I said. Toes out, heels in, shoulders back and down. Rotate the knees out. Here we go. We're squatting down, power up. Whew. Excellent. Yes, everybody's doing great. Woo. Remember, butt straight down. Almost like you're sliding up and down a wall. Woo, 5 seconds. Rest, shake that out. Good. We're moving into that Romanian deadlift. That hinge position, core tight the whole time. You have 10 seconds. Let's find those weights. Shoulders are back and down. Feet right under the hips. Got set. Here we go. Nice flat back. Stop at the bottom. Actively think about pushing that ground away each time. Pause at the bottom. Push up. Whew. When we do these, we should be putting our weight in the heels, in the big toe ball, and in the pinky toe ball, all right? So a nice even weight distribution between those feet. 7 seconds here. Rest, all right. Plank is next. Remember, low plank, unless you're just not vibing it, more than welcome to do a high plank. 10 seconds. Elbows are under the shoulders, either hands flat or clasped. Got that, nice long body. Here we go. Remember, pulling, almost like you're trying to pull your hips and your elbows together. Yes, ooh, right? Does that not wake up those planks or what? Makes them so much harder. Good, stay strong for me. You guys are doing excellent. We got 10 seconds here. Rest. Good. Remember, pull that dumbbell out for river dance or whatever it is you're going to tap your foot to. If you're using the kettlebell like I am, by all means, pop that bad boy out here. Remember, you want to lifting the foot up on top of it, not just kicking it. We got 3 seconds. Let's get set. Here we go. Whew. I like these better than high knees. We're still lifting those knees up because we're putting our feet on top of that dumbbell. For some reason, I don't find them as difficult, which is weird. Good. 10 seconds. If you can't jump, tap it out with a good pace, all right? You can do this. Rest. Sumo squats. And if you can't jump it out, you may also hands up and give me those marches. That works as well. 10 seconds. Remember, your arms are out, your feet are under your elbows, toes out, heels in. Grab that weight, shoulders back and down. Here we go. Nice, comfortable tempo. Ooh. Yeah. If your weight feels too light for this, slow it down. All right. The lighter your weight feels, the slower you go. Or you pick up a heavier weight, but if that's nice and slow. Rest. There we go. Moving on to that Romanian deadlift. 10 seconds. Let's find those weights. Feet right under the hips. Shoulders back and down. All right. Here we go. Pull. Stop at the bottom. Push back up. I want you, everybody to stop at the bottom. Engage the legs. Stand up. Beautiful. 10 seconds. Everybody looks good with these. I love it. Rest, set them down, plank. Like I said, you only got to go to just below the knees. If you want to go further and your back wants to round, just bend those knees a little bit. The more you bend your knees, straighter you can get that back. 5 seconds. Elbows under the shoulders. Top of that plank. Here we go. Pull the elbows back, hips forward. Remember, try to keep that neck as straight as you can too. Try not to let that head look at those toes, but you're looking more at your hands or just in front of your hands. Yes. Everyone's doing great. 10 seconds here. Keep strong for me. Can you pull a little harder? Ooh. Rest. Good job. All right, we're picking it up. River dance. Whatever it is. We got 7 seconds. Let's get set. Here we go. Tap. Foot all the way to the top. Lightly top of whatever it is. Dumbbell, kettlebell. Maybe you just have something laying on the living room floor. You tap that. You're feeling real crazy. Do it to the couch. Really lift those feet up. You're a maniac. She's a maniac. Ah, there we go. Come on, we got 11 seconds here. The higher the object, the harder it is. Rest. Whew. Sumo squats. We're halfway through circuit 1, just like that. Setting it up, arms out, feet under the elbows. Toes out, 45, heels in, shoulders back. Grab that weight. Here we go. Good, nice and controlled. Sitting that butt down, straight down below you. That weight should be coming right between those feet. That's how straight down we're going. If we're wearing a set of 10-pound weights, hold both of them in your hand. All right, you can hold one in each hand. No one says it has to be one singular weight. Rest. Shake it out. Good. Move into that Romanian deadlift, Max. 10 seconds, let's find those weights. Feet under the hips. Shoulders back and down. You see it? Here we go. Hinging, that butt goes back, back stays nice and straight. Power up. Thinking about pushing that ground away to stand. All right, we're not pulling with the back, but pushing with the legs. Good. Those glutes, they work on hip extension. That's what we're working here. Ugh. Rest. Good. Plank position. He's doing amazing. Amazing. 10 seconds still. Taking those elbows to the ground, under the shoulders. Find that plank. Here we go, engage. Elbows back. Tuck that hip in like you're pulling. Fine. Try to make the front of those hip bones meet your elbows. Yes. Good. We got 12 seconds, guys. You're doing great. Hold strong. Rest. There we go. Let's river dance. River dance, there's only one round of this circuit left before we move on. Ain't that great? 5 seconds. Let's get set up. Here we go. Whew. Arms can do whatever you like. They can move. They can stay up like you're running. Hands on the hips, whatever's comfortable for you. Mine are kind of like runner's arms. Yes. Ten seconds here. Come on. Nice and strong. Rest. Beautiful. Last round here. Sumo squats. 10 seconds, arms out, feet under the elbows, toes out, heels in. Find that weight. Here we go. Nice and controlled. Down and up. There's no race. What you want is a burn. 4 very slow sumo squats. Comfortable pace sumo squats. I don't know if anyone's gonna get more than 10, maybe 12. If you're getting more than 12, you are moving way too fast. 10 seconds here. Yes. There we go. Romanian deadlifts, guys, Romanian deadlifts. 10 seconds, let's find those dumbbells. Whew. Get the hips under, or feet under the hips, shoulders back and down, soft knee. Here we go, push those hips back. The whole time making sure that core is engaged. It means those hips are tucked in before you even stick that butt back. Push through the feet to stand up. Remember, weight even through those feet. It's real easy to roll that weight back into the heels. Don't do it. Beautiful. 5 seconds here. Rest. River dance. Whew. Ten seconds. Let's get whatever it is you're using set up. Ooh, 3. Find our setup. Here we go. River dancing. Oh, we're supposed to be planking. That's okay. We'll plank next. You know, I'm just trying to challenge y'all, trick you up a little bit. No, I forgot the order, even though it's written in front of me. We'll plank next, no biggie. I was just excited to get this river dance done. Whew. Come on. 10 seconds here. Keep them up. Intensity's up. Don't drag on me now. This is your last cardio move of the workout. Rest. All right. Now we got that plank since I skipped it. It's okay, right? We're all human. 8 seconds. Coming down. Elbows under the shoulders. Top of that plank. Here we go. Engage. Pull those elbows to the hips. Hips to the elbows. Woo. That's it. Yes. Don't forget, you got a modification if you need it. Knees down, everything else. You're pulling the elbows back, hips forward. Come on, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, all right. Circuit 2. You got a 2-minute rest here, so go ahead and take a breather, watch me demo. We got reverse lunge with knee drive, a 3-0-1 tempo. So right leg, we're driving first. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna step back as far as it would be for a reverse lunge, okay? And what you're gonna do here is you're gonna take about 3 seconds to bring that back knee to the ground. When you do, your chest stays up. From here, power up. Whew. Step back, 3 seconds down, no pause, power up. Step back, 3 seconds down, power up, all right? Move number 2, same thing, left side, left leg's back. You're taking it down, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, power, all right? Move number 3 is a weighted sit up. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna take a dumbbell, I lightened mine down to 20 pounds, and you're going to take that dumbbell slightly past the head, because I don't wanna use a lot of momentum here. Feet are on the ground, legs can be straight, 4 feet flat. From here, we're coming up, dumbbell goes up over the head, and we come back down. You're trying to use as little momentum as possible. To do that, take your time coming up, all right? Move 4, bridge march, heels close to the butt, push that bridge up. This is your start position, nice and strong. From here, right knee comes up, left knee comes up, holding that nice strong bridge. That's all there is to it, all right? There's no major modification here, lighten the weight. Maybe do a weighted crunch if you can't get all the way up in a sit up. For that bridge, maybe you're not marching as high. Maybe you're just alternating taking the foot off of the ground. That works too. We have about 25 seconds. And we're gonna start with that reverse lunge to knee drive. Right leg stepping. Whew. We're breathing heavy. I feel it. 10 seconds. All right. So what we're gonna do, here, okay. So we're gonna take that step back, get set. Here we go, 3 seconds down. As soon as that knee taps, power it up, bring it back. Your goal is to try for balance, but if you need to, set that foot down on the way back for a second to grab your balance, you can. Remember, chest stays up. So there's different ways to do a lunge, and where that chest is will depend on what we're working. We're working a lot of the quad with our chest up, and that's what you want. So we did those Romanian deadlifts. If we hinge forward, we're working a lot of those glutes, rest, which we just did. So we want to change that focus. Shake it out, switching sides, chest up. We got 10 seconds. Go ahead, everyone. Descend in 3. Power up. There we go. 3 seconds down. Power up. Beautiful. Excellent. Everyone's doing great. Keep that chest up nice and tall. Yes. We've got 5 seconds. Rest. There you go. Weighted sit-ups coming up. Whew. Grab that weight. Remember, no momentum. So don't swing that dumbbell. Maybe you go really slow until your shoulders are off the ground. Then you can come up. Get set. Here we go. Take your time. Like I said, there's no rush for getting a lot, especially if we're not engaged in the core. We're trying to avoid using the hip flexors. That's why we're taking our time. That's why we don't hook our feet under the couch. We hook the feet under the couch. We borrow help from the hip flexors. That's why it always feels easier when someone's holding your feet or your feet are set up somewhere. Almost there. Rest, set that weight down. We got that marching bridge. Whew. Lying down. All right, you should be able to touch your heels. Push that low back into the ground for me. We got 5 seconds. Ooh. You already feel when that low back's pushing the ground, core engaged. Bring the hips up. Here we go, march it out. All right. Think about those arms. They can be flat. They can have elbows pushing to the ground, arms up. I want you to be comfortable, but you definitely need the back of those arms on the ground. Ooh. Hips up nice and tall. Yes. A lot of our moves have hip flexors moving, have low core engaging. And rest, bring it down. Excellent, back at the top. You get that reverse lunge with knee drive. Chest up, 3 seconds down on that lunge. 8 seconds. Back, 3. Slow down. Not even let you take 3 seconds down. There's no less than 3. It's all about controlling tempo. You were with me before I went on vacation. This is exactly what we were focusing on. Ooh. Trying to look at right there. All right, that front foot weight is pressed through all 3 corners. Back foot's on the ball of that foot. Almost there. Rest. There we go. Shake it out. Switching over to the left leg. Ooh. 10 seconds. Go ahead and step left leg back. Just up. You're up on the ball of that back foot. Keep up high on those toes. Here we go. 3 seconds down. Drive that knee in. We're focusing on slowing it down. You can add weight here if you choose. It is not necessary if you're slowing it down. Ten seconds here. There you go. Taking it back to that rooted sit up. Again. Can you hear me? Am I not hearable? 5 seconds. Bring it down. Here we go. Bring it up. And down. I'll check my earbud connection here in a second. Nice and easy. Up. Nice and easy. Down. Good. Woo. 10 seconds. Remember that modification. You're just doing the crunch if you need to, or the sit up with no weight. Rest. Set that weight down. Move it out of the way. Bridge. Lying on the ground. Heels close. To be able to touch them, low back push into the ground. We got 5 seconds. Get set. Bring those hips up, bridge pose. Here we go, march it out. Those elbows into the ground too. That'll help you lift a little higher. Important. When you pick the feet up, you don't sink. Like I said, my beginners, maybe you're not going all the way up. You're just picking the feet up. Perfect. All right. That's what we'll take. If for any reason you can't even do that, you know, hold your bridge. That's all I want you to do. I don't want you to bring it up and down. I just want you to hold it. The rest of you are marching. March. March. Yes. Rest. There we go. We are halfway through here. Bringing it up. Woo. 2 rounds in, 2 to go here. We got 8 seconds. Lunging with the right side, 5. Let's step that right leg back. 2 seconds down. Power knee drive. Don't cheat yourself with your 3-second count. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Slow it down. That's the money spot right here. Also, the faster you count, the more you have to do. So you're not really getting away with anything. You're just doing more. Rest. That's it. Left leg is next. We got 10 seconds. Left leg off. Cross up and above that back foot. Ready to go. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Power. I'd rather you take longer than 3 seconds than shorter than 3 seconds. Good. 10 seconds here. Rest. Good. We got those weighted sit-ups, guys. Weighted sit-ups coming up. Eight seconds. Find those dumbbells. Let's bring it back. Dumbbells up. Here we go. Slow in the beginning so you don't use any momentum. You can use any counterweight. To do that, the dumbbell over your head, even for the sitting up portion. That is, if you bring the weight out in front of your head, you get that counter. Your head. That lever's longer. Make it a little harder. Woo. 10 seconds. Right, marching bridge coming up. We're lying down. You should be able to touch them. Feet should be parallel to each other, outer edges parallel. All right, low back into the ground. Push the hips up. Get set. Here we go. Let's march. Feet only need to be hip width apart. They can even be a little closer together for balance if needed. Here. Ooh. Oh, stretch them. Ooh. Yes. Excellent. See if you can't bring that bridge a little higher. Push into that ground, 10 seconds. Rest. All right. Here comes our last round today. Bring it up for me. We got that reverse lunge knee drive. 3 seconds down. We got 5 seconds before we start. Step that right leg back. The ball of the foot. Here we go. Stays up. Whatever it takes for you to remember that. Sometimes I have to bring my hands high or I'll want to start leaning forward. Beautiful. Rest, shake it out. Excellent. Switches sides. We got 3 moves left today. Whew. 10 seconds. Go ahead, step that left leg back. Remember, keeping those feet hip width apart too will make the balance a little easier. Here we go. We're on the ball of that back foot. Lunge it down. Yes. A lot of people have the tendency when they lunge to put the toes of the back foot behind the heel of the front foot. That makes, you can do it like that. That's not going to hurt you, but it does make balance a lot harder that way. Beautiful, guys. Almost there. Rest. Excellent. Weighted sit-ups. Five seconds. Find that dumbbell or that weight, whatever it is. Maybe you're not using it. You can still put your arms up. Here we go. If you're going weightless, you can still put the arms overhead. Maybe you're new and you're reaching for those knees. Excellent, excellent starter move. You can even use your arms to grab your legs and help yourself up if this is new to you. It will make you stronger and you will get better. Now, how do we get stronger if we modify? We periodically test to see if we can do the next harder version. Maybe you start out doing as many in the hard version as you can. Rest. Can't anymore, then you modify. The best way to get better, guys. Lying down, heels close. Should be able to touch them. Whew. Low back pushes into the ground. Get ready to drive them in. Push it up, bridge pose. Here we go, let's march. So what happens in these marches? Obviously, we're working those glutes because they're pushing into the ground. We're working abdomen or the core, even the whole core, the front and the back, because we're stabilizing. Hip flexors, because feet are coming up, right? And then think, as you pick up the right, the left hip has to really activate to maintain balance, all right? So as you alternate legs, you have to compensate with strength to keep from tilting that way. 5 seconds. And rest, bring it down, good. Go ahead, take a second here. I'm gonna hug my knees to my chest. I'm gonna rock and roll side to side. Out my low back here a little bit. And we're gonna start our stretching on the ground, so no one needs to jump up. We're gonna start by stretching our quads. So let's go ahead, roll onto one side body here. All right, so I'm laying on my left side, my left arm is up just off to the side, making a pillow with the arm. And then my right foot's gonna come back to the butt. I'm gonna grab it with the right arm and pull it in. What you wanna make sure here is that the right knee is still stacked over the left. The right hip is still stacked over the left. Don't let it roll you. Don't let it pull you back. Push those hips forward. We'll do a half bow here in a second, all right? So what you're gonna do here now, push those toes into that foot. Let it pull that hip back, that leg back. Open up that chest. Love it. Good. And what we're going to do next, I'm going to kick my shoe off just because it's more comfortable. You're going to take your hands. You're going to grab the foot, whether it's the toes, over the toes, the ball, but you can even grab the ankle if you need to. What you're going to do here is you're just going to straighten that leg out. Ooh. You're just going to slowly pull that foot towards your head, stretching the back of that leg, opening those hips. It kind of hits a little bit of the inner thigh on this. We'll still probably do a forward fold just because this is hitting more inner thigh. We want to hit the low back as well. And release it. Good. You're going to roll to the other side. I'm gonna flip so you can still see me. All right, so bottom arm goes out to make a nice pillow for the head. Foot comes to the butt, bend it. Knees stay stacked, hips stay stacked. As you pull that foot to that butt, push the hips forward. Don't get all crooked on me, not yet. Good, go ahead and kick that foot into the hand, let it pull you back, pull the hip back, the knee back. You're actively pushing the foot into the hand. Whew. This is a good moment for me to tell you guys that the new Super Mario movie is amazing. I loved every second of it, maybe just because I play a whole lot of Super Mario, but it was fantastic. No, that's not a sponsored video. Nintendo, sponsor me. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's bring it in. Again, grab either the ankle, the toes, the foot. Go ahead, grab it, straighten it out. You're pulling that leg back towards you, stretching the back of that leg. It's gonna hit that inner thigh some. Won't feel so good. This always makes me feel flexible when I can be on my side like this. One day I think I'm gonna be able to do the splits. We'll see. I got about a year before I turn. I wanted to do it before my 40th birthday. Release it. Good. Let's go ahead. We're gonna sit up. Whew. And we're gonna do a forward fold, seated forward fold. So stick those legs out front, pull those toes back towards you, reach the arms up overhead so you're nice and tall, leading with your chest first. Come down, bringing the hands to the feet. If you can't grab your feet, grab your shins. You can grab a strap and wrap it around your feet. You can grab your toes, go ahead. What's important here is that you're leading with the chest. Good. Now go ahead and tuck the chin to the chest, round out the back. That's going to light up all the way from the heels up, probably to the neck, especially if you're tight. Excellent. We got one last stretch. Let's slowly start to work it back up to a seat. We're going to hit a butterfly stretch. Those sumo squats are no joke, so we definitely want to stretch those inner thighs a little more. Bringing the soles of the feet together, bringing the heels in towards the groin. You can flutter the butterfly. It'll help relax those muscles. Once they start to relax, just let them sit open. Sitting up nice and tall. Big inhale. You may lead with the chest and fold over those feet if that helps, if you're looking for a little extra. Good. Oh, on each exhale, if you can hinge a little more, that's amazing. If not, that is okay as well. Activity complete. Oh, activity complete. Congratulations. Lower body is done. You guys did awesome. I will see you guys tomorrow for upper body. Oh.